I think one of the hardest things about being an actor is the chicken and the egg of it all. And what I mean by that is that it is really difficult to get auditions if you don't have a demo reel, but it's really hard to make a demo reel when you don't have auditions to book jobs. The other thing is that when you finally do book a job, it's kind of like spaghetti being thrown against the wall. Hi there, I'm Adria Tennor, and I'm an actor and a coach, and I like to share things I've learned the hard way so that you can learn them the easy way. So let's get into it. My first job that I booked as a 22-year-old woman out of college was playing a 12-year-old boy in Hal Hartley's Amateur. Now, there were so many cool things about this. Hal Hartley was this really cool indie director. His movies had played at Cannes. In fact, this movie Amateur did play at Cannes, but I was playing a 12-year-old boy. So I'll tell you why that was a little bit of a problem for me. First of all, I'm a 22-year-old woman. Now, cool, I am such a good actress that I can play a 12-year-old boy. That would be, I think, to a lot of people, a good sign. But here's what happened. When the movie finally came out and I finally had access to my demo reel footage, which was 2 years after the movie had been filmed, I was so excited. I took it to a place and had it dubbed. So I had 10 copies of this footage on those plastic VHS tapes. Should I get one? Here, let me show you. Where are they? Oh, here. Okay, so instead of links, we had tapes like this, right? I had 10 of these. And that cost a pretty penny, too, to make those things. So I got these tapes, and I systematically called up agents, called up casting directors, asked them if I could show them my new demo reel footage. Some of them said yes, some of them said, no way. I walked them around and dropped them off. And a week later, I would eagerly call and hear what they had to say. Were they going to meet me or not? And this is what most of them would say. You dropped off the wrong tape. There are just 2 men on this tape. Yes, I'm one of them. I'm playing a 12-year-old boy, even though I had already told them that's what they would say. The other thing that happened for me was that I was suddenly pigeonholed as being masculine. So I was getting auditions to play pretty butch lesbians. Those were the kind of roles I was now getting auditions for. The reason I was cast as a 12-year-old boy in Hal Hartley's Amateur is not because Adria was masculine. The whole point is that 12-year-old boys are feminine and gamine, which Adria was at 22. So this was very confusing until the First Wives Club came along, and in that film, Diane Keaton's daughter was a lesbian. So they had me, of course, come in and read because I looked like her, and of course I'm like the masculine woman, which I'm not. So I went and read, and they realized, no, you don't seem like a boyish lesbian. But there's this other role to play Diane Keaton in college. That's the role I ended up getting, and then the world suddenly saw me again as a woman. But here's the problem with that. This is how I looked in that movie. Still not really like myself, and unrecognizable. So people would see my tape, and it was just confusing. Here's a picture of me like this, and then a picture of me like this. Who do I play? So the good news is that now we as actors can take these things into our own hands. If we want demo reel material, we can actually create it on our own. And if we can create it on our own, why not make sure that it is absolutely telegraphing to casting and the industry exactly who you are and what you play. So because of my wobbly experiences at the beginning of my career with this whole demo reel material, I have become really passionate about helping newer actors be on track with curating their casting materials, their casting profiles, so that it really shows who they are, and not just who they are, but where they want to go. Actors' Access should not be a map of where we've been. It should also be telegraphing our potential and what we are capable of doing and where we're going. So I have created this free tool that I think is pretty cool. It is a custom GPT that has been trained by me, and it talks you through looking at your demo reel materials, seeing what's there, reflecting on, does that feel right? Or could we be a little bit more specific and a little bit more aligned here in these materials? Because I feel like a lot of times that is what's missing, right? Because we're auditioning and we're booking the things we book. And that isn't always representative of what we're capable of doing. And it takes a long time sometimes for us to book the roles that we're capable of booking because people need to see that we can do it. So that's why I'm a big believer in turning on your phone and recording yourself doing the thing that you are capable of doing and that you were born to play. So if you want to explore this further, there is a link below to try this custom GPT. Now, casting DNA isn't about typecasting or categories or figuring out what you want to play. It's about really understanding and drilling down your true essence, who you are when you just walk in a room. Like when I went to audition for that 12-year-old boy, it wasn't because I was boyish or masculine. No, it was because I'm naturally scrappy and resilient and self-possessed. And that's why I got that role, because I walked in the room and I did those things, those Adria things. That's what casting DNA is about, is really, really coming to the understanding of who you are in the world, in story, in a movie, in a TV show, and how to really telegraph that to the people that need to know, that can cast you. First, you have to learn how to cast yourself. And if you do try the tool, I would love to hear what it tells you. I'd love to hear your experience. So drop me a comment. And if this is something that you want to explore further, hit me up. I'm really excited to talk about this. I geek out on this stuff. I am really excited about it and really passionate about helping people figure this out. So I think it's pretty much illegal on YouTube to not say, hey, if this video was helpful, please like and subscribe. So please like and subscribe. And if you have questions, pop those in the chat or the comments. And let me know if there's other things that you're interested in learning about, and I will make videos about that too.